Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. This is a screenshot of my Misty position before the market opened today, January 6, 2025. 125 shares. You can see my total gain or loss at negative $30. I'm down $30. So I have about $3,740 that I bought in with. So I get some profit ripping today. So I just made my number $3,700 to go off of. And about halfway through the market day, you can see my total value. It pumped up to $3,910. Again, a core number of $3,700. I went ahead and I sold $200 worth of Misty and brought it back down to my buying power, and it reduced my margin. And you can see at that time it was up $1.60 for the day. And then during the last hour of the market, I think Misty was up $235 or close to $240 for the day. I was able to rip another $100 off the top. So I was able to rip up $300 off the top. It's about 5 or 6% that I ripped off. You can see I'm still close to my $3,700 in value. I sacrificed about 9 shares of Misty. So let's say that Misty pays $4 a dividend again. I sacrificed about $36 for the sake of ripping $300. Now, because the markets were up pretty good today, I did not redeploy that $300 to somewhere else. Right now, it's just brought my margin down and increased my buying power. I'm thinking when the roundtail funds, my QDTE and my XDTE go ex-dividend, just to throw that $300 equally into those funds, or I might wait till ex-dividend for my YMAX fund and buy $300 worth of YMAX, which should give me, at least 15 shares. At least that's the tentative plan right now. Okay, now to the portfolio review. I'm a fairly new investor. You can see with these screenshots, I started in May of last year, and you can see my progression throughout 2024. Ended up with $5,182 of dividend income. And for January, I'm projecting $1,107 of income. How am I getting that $1,107 of income? With these 5 positions. I have 2 roundtail positions, the QDTE and the XDTE, and 3 yield max positions, Misty, Coney, and the YMAX. And for the roundtail fund, you can see I'm counting on $1.10 of monthly dividends from these positions. There are 5 Fridays in January, so about 22 cents per week is what I'm hoping they'll average. And you can see the payout. You can see the number of shares I have. For Misty, I did lose 9 shares today. Went from about 125 to 116. Coney, I'm plugging in 80 cents. And then for YMAX, I'm just plugging in 60 cents or 15 cents a week. You put those in this little spreadsheet, it spits out about $1,107. And if I redeploy that $300 I just ripped today and added to YMAX, it'd give me about 235 shares. So plug that in, and you can see it bumps it up just a few dollars to $11.16. And here's a screenshot of my positions in my brokerage account, just that 5 positions here. You can see I still have a buying power of $15,600. But again, for my portfolio, today was a really good day. Coney up almost $100, Misty up way up $258 or 7.5%. My roundtail funds, the QDTE and the XDTE, they are recovering very nicely over these past 2 or 3 trading days, and so is YMAX. With this screenshot, this is the total gain or loss since I've owned each position. With Coney, I bought ex-dividend, so I have yet to receive a distribution from them. I was down double digits, 10, 11%. You can see it's gone back down to just under 5%. Misty has been down negative 12%. You can see it's almost up 7%. The QDTE and the XDTE, they're in that range now where I want them to be at a minimum of, in that negative 3% range while spitting out the dividends. I want to see these flat or at least 2 or 3% positive. YMAX took a hit during that late December downturn, but it's starting to recover, down 3%. Okay, let's take a closer look at the reality of each of my 5 positions. Let's start with the yield max funds, YMAX. You can see I have 220 shares at the moment, average cost of $18.15. My total gain and loss about $150 in the hole. But today you can see it had a really decent day, up 22 cents, finishing at $17.47. Next up is Coney. I have the 200 shares with an average cost of $15.07. My total gain or loss, I'm $135 in the hole. You can see here, we had a really good day in Coney, up 48 cents, finishing the day at $14.39. And going back to Misty, I went from 125 shares to 116 shares with that $300 profit rip today. My average cost is now $29.69. Now I have a total gain or loss, or I'm up $239 in Misty. Again, a really great day, $2.23 up, finishing the day at $31.75. And as I'm making this video here, California time, 5:30 in the evening, you see Bitcoin is at almost at 102,000. We need this to pump to 103, 104 just to keep MicroStrategies rolling, which in turn will keep Misty rolling. You can see I'm following Misty very closely. I do have a little bit of MicroStrategy in my Robinhood account. I can see in the overnight market it's down $3, but you can see it is up $40 today. And now for the round tail funds, the XDTE, a really good day today, up 37 cents. You can now see I'm only down $223. Again, in December, I was up almost 4.5% until those big distributions, and then the down market compiled that to go all the way negative. But anyway, finished 37 cents up for the day, then finishing at $50.61. And then my last fund is the QDTE. Had a really good day, up 53 cents, finished at $40.75, and you can see I'm still down about 3% or $437. But again, I think if we just have more green than red days the rest of this month, it's going to recover. All right, if we go back to this screenshot, my 5 positions, you can see the dollar amount I have in each position. If we add up all those numbers, we get $32,618. And this net debit up here, this $11,069, that's how much margin I'm using. So if I liquidate all 5 positions, Fidelity, my brokerage account, they're going to get their $11,000 back, and I'll be left with $21,548. And you can see the portfolio was up a little bit over 3% today, or $642. Right here, this is a screenshot last Friday after close. You can see I was down $1,359, or down 4.05%. And now here's a screenshot, close the market of Monday. I'm only down $706, or 2.12%. Again, I would like to be even just a little bit positive while getting these distributions. And there's Bitcoin still hovering just under 102,000. I really want this to pump. I want to rip Misty even more tomorrow on Tuesday. And I think eventually I will transfer my Fidelity brokerage account to Robinhood to save on some margin interest. And so there you have it, January 6th, Monday, 2025. Folks, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.